Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Daniel Sports Ledger, sports betting tips and picks for sports bettors. And oh man, we had a good week.
Yeah.
We hit everything last week.
Well, when we say we, you mean you.
Well, I hit everything.
Yeah.
3-0. 3-0. By the way, I watched the one before last week, so I got the updated record. We're 16-7, but now that I went 3-0, we are 19-7 on free picks.
Yeah. The Minnesota was a lock. It really was. I hate to use the L word, but it really was. We went into it. We knew it was going to be a winner. You knew it was going to be a winner. You just had three more better winners. I felt like I got screwed, though, on the real. Like, Cardinals shouldn't have covered that game. They came through and covered it. It was super frustrating, but whatever. And then, obviously, Miami just ran through New England. I was so wrong on that one. And I'm just never going to give up on my Vegas boys.
Yeah.
And it's always going to be a downfall. My advice is if I throw Vegas out there, unless it's a prop bet, just don't even touch them.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go with them. And sometimes they're going to hit, and I guarantee it.
Well, yeah. Everybody hits once in a while.
6 out of 10, I'm right every time.
Hey, that's winning. That's winning in sports betting.
It's winning.
Yeah. So, man, that was – and we were right about the World Series picks.
Yeah, I feel like
pretty much everything.
I think that was just a knock. Even the first picks that we made at the beginning of the game were what we'd say: take the over, take the Nerfy first inning, the win. You know, the only thing I would think I was wrong about is that I said that Texas would win both games at home.
Yeah,
Diamondbacks went in there and stole one, and then just got creamed after that.
Yeah.
Texas,
they did.
Texas Road Warriors.
Yeah. Man, it's a fun week though.
Yeah.
These Thursday night games are wild though.
They are. The Thursday night games have just been they're tough.
They have been tough.
It's like pick a team and then just get ready to go to war.
Pretty much, yeah. It's weird. It doesn't seem like the players want to be out there on Thursdays,
Right. So it was in Pittsburgh, so it's cold as hell.
Yeah.
Which doesn't make any sense that I said that. It's just really cold, not as hell. Hell would be really warm. But it's super cold. Backup quarterback for Tennessee, who they love. I mean, they pretty much announced that we're going to ride with this guy. Literally came down to an interception in the red zone. Tennessee has that game won.
Yeah.
Just comes down to time. Sometimes you just run out of time. But I tell you, Pittsburgh is tough. They
are. They're playing, they're kind of, like I said last week with Atlanta. Pittsburgh and Atlanta, they've been playing better than they really are.
Right.
And sometimes you get that. Sometimes you just get teams that they play better than how good they are. I didn't understand those Washington trades. Chase Young and Montez Sweat. I didn't understand trading those guys. That made no sense to me.
But you said it earlier. It's almost like, okay, we're going to go ahead and take a dive from here on out. And then to trade him to San Francisco. Like, why not throw him in the dust? Like, trade him to the Cardinals.
Those are the kind of trades that, as a Bills fan or just any fan in the league,
right?
You say to yourself, I would have loved my team to trade a third-round pick for Chase Young.
Yeah.
Why didn't my team do that?
Right.
I mean, every team in the league has to be like, why didn't we do that?
Right. And if you're not a San Francisco 49ers fan,
the only thing I'll say about that, though, is they are coming on contract years. So you trade for them, and then you've got to pay them a buttload of money next year.
Especially if they perform, in which he's going to.
Well, yeah, of course.
You got Bosa sitting on the other side of you.
Yeah.
I tell you, it's going to be phenomenal. It's going to be a great end to that division. I don't think 49ers just run away with it. You like Seattle.
Yeah.
You thinking Seattle is going to be a tough team this year.
Yeah. By the way, I think he left. I should have saw this sooner, but Shout out to my boy Ryan Flowers, man. He does his own every Mondays he does a little podcast. Um I always call him Mr. Dynamic. He's pretty dynamic. But he's fun to listen to. He Sunday mornings he does a little podcast, Ryan Flowers. Trying to think of the name of it, but it's a really good podcast. Check him out. Hit me up for information if you want me to send you a link to him. But he's a cool guy.
Have to hear that.
Yeah,
Could
I've
definitely use
I've
a
been on his
lot of help.
podcast. I've been on his podcast a couple times too. So
Really?
yeah, he's cool. So we did a big draft day podcast one time with him, and I stayed on there for like 2 hours and just talked.
Draft day?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You guys were watching the draft.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he did a draft podcast. It was fun. It was good stuff.
Wouldn't it be fun to go to the draft?
Yeah.
That would be kind of fun.
Well, I did. I went to the draft party, the Raiders draft party.
Oh, that's
last
right.
year.
I forgot about that.
That
one
was
in
fun.
Vegas.
The one in Vegas. I was there. That was fun. That was
must
fun.
have been fun.
Yeah,
Did
that
you
was.
come home with anything?
No, but I got to see Charles Woodson and a
Yeah.
bunch of guys. Some Hall of Famers were there. Who else was there? One of their current roster, their current receivers was there too.
Yeah.
It's been a while. Well, I have lots of good pictures though. It was fun.
I've yet to go to a Vegas game.
Yeah, I haven't been to a Vegas game either.
And
Well, not a Vegas Raiders game.
I haven't been to any game recently, to be honest with you, except for them sorry ass Suns.
You know, the only game I went to in Vegas, I think, I went to a bowl game. A few
Oh,
years
yeah.
back, I went to a bowl game. That was
Yeah.
fun. The Las Vegas Bowl.
Me and my buddy Ravi, who we had on the show quite some time ago, we keep talking about going to the Vegas NBA league. You know
Yeah.
how they have those summer
Oh,
leagues.
You gotta go.
Got to
It's
make
fun.
it out there.
Yeah, it's
Hey, that
fun.
would be fun.
Yeah, my buddy goes every year.
Yeah.
Most years at least. Garrett. Garrett goes a lot
Oh,
of
of
times.
course.
Him and his
Yeah.
dad go.
I wonder if there's an option, if there's like a chance of trying to walk on one of those teams.
You know, I have a yeah, I have a brother. Well, he's I don't know what he is. He's my brother's brother-in-law, I guess.
He's your brother's brother-in-law.
Yeah.
I think it makes him your brother-in-law also.
I
'Cause
thought
he's
so
just-
too.
Yeah,
But-
technically it works out that way.
That's what I
'Cause
thought.
he's- But nobody knows.
I don't I don't know, but he's actually a baller, and he actually was trying to get on one of those NBA league teams.
Really? I wouldn't
Yeah.
mind playing him one-on-one. Whoever you are, I'm calling you out.
So Cameron, he can still dunk.
Oh God,
He-
I actually don't like playing anybody named Cameron. I
Yeah.
have a thing against that. yeah. Other than that, I'd take him.
He can still do 360 dunks. He's pretty good.
Like, what do you mean still?
Well, he's like 27 now, maybe.
Yeah, but I mean, like that. Nobody can do those. Like, it's a very rare selected group who can do 360 dunks. It's not like we were all gifted with the ability to do 360 dunks, and this guy can still do them.
I just mean he hasn't lost his hops.
Makes sense.
So what did you think of the World Series? I saw that it had the lowest ratings for a World Series in like 23 years. Nobody really watched.
I don't even know how people still watch baseball. Like, I would just tune in the sixth inning and then just watch the way it ends. Unless you're betting,
Yeah.
it's just God. Baseball's so fucking.
Well, I've been
freaking
saying
boring.
for years, baseball only exists because of alcohol and gambling.
Mm.
Because otherwise, it's unwatchable.
Yeah, we're making some really bold statements right now. We're crossing lines that some people definitely wouldn't like. But I'm not going to lie to you, baseball is, I think, it's boring.
There's some baseball peers. You know, I've gotten into gambling. Got me into baseball more, and it's it can be pretty exciting sometimes. It can be pretty fun, but it
Yeah.
just kind of depends.
From the sixth inning on,
Other times you sit there and you're just bored out of your mind.
right? It gets that way. They're making adjustments to make it faster,
Yeah.
make it more watchable. They're doing a lot of things. I mean, like, shout out to MLB, but
Right, and clearly they wouldn't be doing that if baseball was so
Wasn't-
exciting to watch.
yeah. God. And Arizona got spanked. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just what happened. You guys, the Arizona Diamondbacks are just, dude, they're phenomenal, but they're just a second place team.
Well, I mean, I just feel like neither of those teams really should have even been in it.
Well, because you're a Braves fan, and
Yeah,
as a
but
Braves fan, there's just no way that you can possibly think that anybody is better than the Braves.
I will say this though: Rangers' first World Series win.
Ever.
Yeah, I believe so. So
Nolan Ryan never got a World
he
Series.
never did, and that's what I was gonna bring up. Nolan Ryan, my opinion, the greatest baseball player of all time.
He's also got the greatest headlock of all time.
Yeah,
Just ask Ventura from the old White Sox.
yeah,
He'll tell you.
yep. He will.
That guy stormed him. He ran up to the mound like he was going to do
And he just
something.
had like started beating him.
Nolan Ryan put him in just a phenomenal headlock. Like, if you ever wanted to get into a fight and you got a guy in that headlock, that's just prime position. Shout out to Ventura. You got your ass kicked. And Nolan Ryan was old.
Yeah.
Older. He was like my age.
Yeah.
I mean, like at the
Yeah, he was
terms
like
of
in his
baseball-
40s.
In terms of baseball, it was like pretty old. Ventura had to be 20 something.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, I mean, he's used to wrangling cows and all kinds of stuff. So Ventura
usually-
came up on him. He wasn't scared. He just grabbed
just,
that guy.
he
Just...
swooped him up and just dug into him. I'll tell you, man, that was phenomenal. Oh man.
That was wild. But
So anyway, pretty good World Series, I guess. I don't know. Didn't really make many bets on it. I did a lot of like, did we ever give a shout out to your pick, the Seager? I mean, how are we sleeping on this?
Corey Seager.
Are we forgetting all of a sudden what you did? Corey Seager, first home run of the game, plus 900.
No, this was we talked about that. That was like 2 weeks ago.
God, how fast do we forget? It
I
must
don't
have been.
remember.
I don't even remember talking about it.
But yeah, we talked about it. But yeah,
Huh?
that was a good hit. Plus 900.
Man. Anyway, all right. Well, let's jump into some football.
Yeah.
Got some interesting games on the old slab.
Yeah, you know, the games got more interesting with some of the injuries, some of the trades, some things happened like that.
Yeah.
By the way, man, I feel really bad for Minnesota's quarterback.
I can't believe it. It's
Yeah.
unbelievable. Out for the whole season.
Yeah.
Then they go, you know what they go and do? They lose their quarterback, and instead of just being a horrible team, they look at one of the worst teams in the NFL, and they're like, we're going to take your only like inspiration, your only reason for continuing playing. We're going to take your quarterback because the Cardinals are horrible. And then they go and take the only bit of like shining light from that team, and we're like, we're just going to go ahead and take your quarterback. So now Joshua Dobbs is playing over in Minnesota.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah. He won't be playing this week, but he'll play next week.
It's insane though. And then the Cardinals are just stuck with
who knows?
God, I can't even remember his name. But it might as well just be somebody from my neighborhood for all I know.
Yeah, we probably have some better quarterbacks in our neighborhood.
That's true. I could get out there and throw the old pigskin a little bit back in my heyday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never was a quarterback, but I could throw it.
Yeah. Well,
so let's get off into it. What kind of what do you got for your first pick? And then I'm gonna kind of go in a different little direction. So I'm gonna let you lead off.
All right. So, despite well, my first pick. I'm just gonna go Chargers. I'm taking Chargers. I guess that's the Monday night game.
Right.
So I like the Chargers though this week on Monday night against the Jets. I think they go in there and whoop the Jets pretty good. They didn't let me down next week and or last week, so hopefully they don't let me down this week. I know the Jets got a solid defense, but at the end of the day, you're not gonna win without great quarterback play when the other team has one of the best.
Yeah.
Number two. Man, all right. Man. So number two. Actually, I have a lot of confidence in this game. Actually,
sounds like it.
I know it didn't sound like it, but I do. I do. So Rams at Green Bay. I think the Rams let me down a couple weeks ago, but I think the Rams go in there and whoop Green Bay. Green Bay also traded their corner to the Bills, so their best corner.
It seems
Russell.
like the same group
Russell.
of teams continuously get better. 49ers, Bills, Chiefs. It's like,
Yeah.
did anyone else catch a trade?
Yeah, right. And then the third one is the one you talked about. I like Cleveland. I like Cleveland to cover the 10 against
Yeah.
Arizona at home.
Right.
They're kind of a force, even though they haven't had steady quarterback play. Man, their team is it's really good.
Right.
People overlook how good their team is.
Yeah, their defense is phenomenal, and that's what's going to get them through it. I mean, they're just going to annihilate this backup rookie because he's a backup to the backup, and he's a rookie, I believe. If he's not a rookie, it doesn't even matter. He's a backup to a backup trying to step in. Oh, I'm sorry. Are we keeping you up? That's our bad. So anyway, yeah, he's a backup to a backup. They're going to go in there and just annihilate him. If there was an opportunity to throw a prop bet on how many passing yards he would have, I'd throw it at like 150, maybe under 150. Yeah, I really like that pick.
Yeah.
So those are your three, huh?
Yeah, those are my
Okay.
three.
Well, if you've been following, you know something about my picks. They're been horrible. I'm not gonna lie to you. I win some, I lose some. During my actual betting, I literally just probably break even because I'll win a couple, lose a couple, but I haven't had quite that sweep that my buddy pulls off. So in terms of if you're betting Mucho Dineros, you probably want to stick with those Senior Daniel C. But if you like to throw some gambles out, hit a couple big winners, maybe take a couple losses, my area is your level of expertise. And so I actually got some prop bets this week. You can parlay them, straight bet them, whatever you want. I'm probably going to parlay it on like a minimum like $25. But I like Mahomes with no interception this week, which is totally crazy because he's throwing multiple interceptions in multiple weeks. They're playing out of the country, playing against Miami. Yeah. I think it could be a high-flying game. Now, if he gets one like on some stupid tip, like it'll usually happen whenever I put a no interception down. Give us a second. Okay, we good?
I'm good.
Okay. There's just no oxygen in here. Forgive my buddy. Anyway, Mahomes, no interception. Now, this is a different one. It's got high value. Zay Flowers, who is a receiver for the Baltimore Ravens, has had about 17 to 18 screenplay receptions this year. I know that sounds crazy, but this Seattle team is going to drop back in zones against Baltimore. They don't want Lamar to take off. So I feel like he's going to get maybe three at the most screenplays. And this is just receptions only. So I'm taking him 6 receptions. Don't worry about the yards. He catches 3 screenplays and then 3 random little catches throughout the game. You have that. And it's like plus 400 or 500 or something. So, I mean, I'm going to wrap that with that. And then this is going to be the mind boggler. I'm taking Saquon Barkley to get 150 rushing yards against my Raiders, unfortunately. But damn, we just can't stop the run.
No, you can't.
And speaking of that, on a side note, we do play a Club 33. We got 32 of us finest. And Detroit against the Raiders on Monday night. Got to throw a shot to my buddy Steve Mahan. He had Detroit needing 1 touchdown to get 33 for a pot of over $900.
Yeah.
Detroit running all over the Raiders. Catch a run down to the 2-yard line. Holding. Bring it back. From that point on, they got screwed. But the point is that they just ran all over the Raiders. So you throw Saquon in the mix, Raiders are giving up 140 rushing yards a game. Now you might want to go into it. It might be like 140.26, whatever. But they're giving up a ton of rushing yards. So I got Saquon Barkley over 150 rushing yards, and that's, like I said, plus like 500, something ridiculous also. Then I got, this one's actually pretty easy. I'm taking Las Vegas and the Giants under. The reason I'm taking the under is, and I was telling my buddy here, 7 out of the last 8 Giants games have gone under. The last 2 Raider wins at home have gone under. So we're just putting some things together here. Game goes under. So if you go ahead and wrap all those together, I believe we got a solid maybe, and you could even wrap Baltimore money line, because I'm going with that too. Yeah. Baltimore money line. And if you're feeling froggy, and if you're a Raider fan, throw the Raider money line on there too, just in case if you want
to. Yeah.
No, don't take the Raider money line. Don't do that. Anyway, wrap those together. Those are my picks. I think they're hitters, and it's going to be a good one.
Yeah. Should be a good. It's going to be good no matter what.
Some weird stuff going on.
Yeah. I don't know. Not understanding your comments, Stan, but
I'm with you.
I don't know any of those names that I know of.
Maybe I know them.
No, but I do know Stan. By the way, shout out to Stan. He watches every week. Stan used to always, when I worked with William Hill, he used to always come in and make bets. And yeah, one Thanksgiving we went to the casino and had a Thanksgiving little dinner together. It was fun. It was fun, man. I miss you, Stan. We always had good times, good chats. So thanks for watching. Stan's the man.
I kind of wish I was out when you were working.
Yeah.
With the old Williams.
Yeah, you would have had fun. Man, wild times at the William Hill. Wild times at the old corral. Oh man, we had some wild times, man. Stan will tell you. Yeah. But yeah.
It's gonna be a fun week.
It's gonna be. It's this is gonna be an interesting week. I feel like, earlier at the beginning of this week, I really felt like this was gonna be a good week for the average bettor and not so much for Vegas. But
tightened up on you, didn't it?
Well, so many things changed this week. With Kirk Cousins going down, because I really felt Minnesota with Kirk Cousins goes in there and blows out Atlanta. Right. Without maybe Atlanta wins. I didn't understand the taking Ritter out at halftime for Atlanta to put in Taylor Heineke. They put him in, and I guess now Heineke's starting for Atlanta, but I didn't necessarily understand that move. I felt like Ritter played pretty good, to be honest. So I don't know what's going on there.
That's a tough call. And I'll tell you, anytime that you get confused on moments like that, reflect within and ask yourself, how many NFL games have you coached? And that usually works.
Well,
my bad. Anyway, go on.
That's a good point. But also, how many coaches get fired? Speaking of fired coaches, the Raiders fire their coach and GM.
Jesus,
what do you think about that? I saw a meme with this.
There's not a lot of Raider fans who are like, "Oh no,
yeah,
no." And I said it before. I said Josh Daniels got a phone call from Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick said, "Thank you for wrecking another AFC team. Now come home."
Yeah, exactly. Oh man, I saw this meme, and it was like this guy just like so happy, and it's like Raiders fans right now going, "I can't believe this is my life." Like, yes, he's gone.
Finally.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good season. I mean, they're kicking it off right. I think that Kansas City and Miami game is going to be exciting for those of you who wake up that early and want to get some football in that early. It's
In
going to be a
Germany.
good start. Yeah, it's going to be.
What do you
great
think of these international games?
I think they're cool if you were there, but other than that, it's too early. I mean, it's not too early for myself, but
I think they're stupid.
there's no bars open yet.
Yeah.
Where am I going to watch this game at my house? It's just weird.
Yeah, right.
It's too weird.
Yeah, actually have the volume on for once.
Yeah, I can actually hear the game. It's just too weird. Oh, you know what I want to do real quick? I was reviewing our last video.
Yeah.
And on our last video, I noted I was like, this motion. I just wanted to be known that I was getting vigorously attacked by mosquitoes in our little studio here. Like, and I didn't mention it, but because we were on the air live. But as soon as we went live, I swear these things just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they back?
No.
Oh.
No, I don't know what happened. I have no clue what happened. But
I didn't get bit.
Well, of course. Well, they like a specific type of blood.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Sweet, pure, native blood.
Oh,
brothers. Hey, real quick. Shout out
nice
to the
patch, by the way. Nice Yavapai Apache patch.
Yep. Shout out quick to the old Yavapai Apache Nation who is sponsoring. No, I'm just joking. They're not sponsoring. Wouldn't that be cool? But quick shout out to the homegirl who bought me the old Raiders mug. She specifically said, I'm sick and tired of seeing that white Pepsi foam cup showing up.
Yeah, shout out. Shout out for watching.
Right.
But
thank you for that.
The Apache Nation did buy me a truck once though.
That is true. That was a solid night of gambling. I can't believe you hit that thing. What, 11K altogether? About 20K?
Yeah.
Man, that's incredible.
11K in blackjack, and then not even a week later, another 6,200 or something. Bad beat poker.
God, I couldn't believe it. And I dealt poker, so I was in the room when he hit that.
Yeah, you were dealing like just like a couple
right
tables away.
God, what I would have loved to have dealt that to you.
Yeah,
that would have been phenomenal.
Yeah,
they might have got a little suspect though. Nah.
Who knows? But either way, that was a great week of gambling.
That was. It's like, and I've commenced to have lost all of it. I mean, let's be realistic. Nobody wins at blackjack.
I think I'm up over the years on blackjack.
I would say you're not.
No, I definitely am.
I don't know. I'm going to bring out the books. I'm actually going to call Cliff Castle and try to get a recap of all the videos that you're there.
Yeah, find out. No, I think overall I'm up, but I've had some bad nights.
Yeah.
But I've had some really good nights too.
Yeah.
I won 5,000 in one shoe one time.
One shoe?
Yeah.
God dang.
Only black chips.
God.
Yeah.
Gee whiz.
Yeah.
Where was I?
I don't know.
Nobody ever when they're winning, when people are winning, no one knows where I'm at.
Yeah.
When they're losing, everybody knows where I'm at.
That sounds like my life.
Classic. Yeah, all right. Well, sounds like everything is going about right in the NBA. The Lakers are finally beating the Clippers again, and the San Antonio Spurs are just whooping the Phoenix Suns on a continuous basis. Shout out to Wembin Yabba 38 last night on a stinger. Shout out to David from Della Piani for hitting the parlay. I'm sure he hit that. All he needed was
all I needed was the Suns to win that game.
No. Oh, why you got to bring up old stuff? He lost that parlay.
Yeah.
He lost that parlay because the Suns didn't win, but he picked up a big win last night by taking the Spurs in the 9.5.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So shout out to David. Congratulations. If that happened, that's what we heard around the way. So, but I think it's true. He's a big winner this morning.
Yeah. Shout out to David.
NBA is going pretty smooth. In play just started. The in play season tournament that's kicking off. So we'll see how that goes. It's the first year for it. I kind of want to see how it plays out. Like, are the players going to be super stoked about it, or is it going to be like us who don't even know that it's going on? Like, you had no clue.
The NBA?
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew what was going on.
The in play tournament is officially started.
Yeah, it started.
Okay.
Yeah. The courts look kind of weird.
Oh, the courts are dope, actually. No,
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of the courts.
There's that one. Was it Toronto's or maybe not Toronto? Who was it? That was one of them. People were like, that doesn't even match anything about their logo. But
Oh, okay. I could see how that could be because sometimes they're just going over the top.
yeah,
So it makes sense.
but I agree. I thought they looked pretty cool.
Yeah.
Very stylish for
I'm going to make a bold
a
prediction.
12-year-old boy.
I'm making a bold prediction. It's going to be the Lakers, obviously, coming out of the West. That's an easy call. And then we're going to go with 76ers over Milwaukee in the East. Lakers winning it all.
Yeah.
LeBron at 50 years old, just handling these kids. I'll tell you, Daniel, if it wasn't for my knee and the fact that I'm only 5'11",
And you can't dunk.
and I can't dunk.
Have you ever dunked?
Yeah, I used to dunk
Oh, okay.
donuts.
Yeah, right.
I'm just kidding. I used to.
Off a trampoline.
Oh, we used to jump. We used to dunk on
Yeah,
your
we did.
trampoline.
Yeah,
Uh,
put the old trampoline under the basketball net and do some
Ah.
360s.
Yeah, so what we got to do is I think next time we got to at least have one NBA game each. Let's give the people at least an NBA game.
Yeah, let's do it.
Even if it's not just a straight game, maybe like a little parlay or just something.
Yeah. Yeah, I stopped by, saw Christian today. He wanted some NBA coverage. So.
Yeah, Christian's an NBA, and that guy could bet some NBA. He loves it. But yeah, we got to give a little player prop or a game. So let's look forward to that next week, and we'll have some locks. My NBA picks are usually right on. Also want to give a quick rest in peace to the old great Bob Knight, passed away. Walter Davis, a Hall of Famer for the Phoenix Suns, also passed away.
Yeah.
And I tell you, man, whenever, and I hate to bring this up, but I'm just going to, but whenever organizations or clubs or colleges lose a member along those lines, this is going to be horrible. Remember, I even said I hate to bring this up, but I'm telling you, bet on them.
Yeah.
Like they like in honor of Walter Davis, they're gonna go out and smoke whoever they play next game. I mean, it happens. Let's be realistic. I live in the same world you guys do, but it happens. Look what happened with the Bears when old Dick Butkus passed away. They got their first win in 16 games.
Probably. Have they won since then?
I don't think so. And they can't lose a member of their lifelong family every year just to get these dubs. I hate to
Every week.
I hate to say that. And I feel like I cover all angles by saying I hate to say this.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I cover that. It's kind of like that saying. It's like, listen, no offense.
Yeah. Yeah. The last time somebody said that to me, I was like, actually, you know what? You can't say no offense. I do take no offense.
Just because you say no offense doesn't mean I won't be offended.
Right. Exactly.
Anyway.
No offense, but let me show you this.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Actually, I am offended by that.
Right.
But you taught me this. You know what happens when you get offended?
What's that?
Absolutely nothing.
Nothing
happens.
Nothing
So
happens.
Whatever.
Yeah. Who cares?
So who cares if you get offended? I mean, sure, I get offended sometimes, but I mean,
and if people
it doesn't do anything. Like, well, I might be mad for an hour. Okay, whatever. Yeah. Move on with my life. So, all this stuff about we shouldn't offend people. You know what? I think we should offend people more often. We should tell people the truth because that's the only way people grow.
Ooh, knowledge. Take that to the bank. As a matter of fact, write that down.
Yeah.
D-Rock.
That's
tell you,
right,
man,
though.
not only are you getting some solid sports tips, but you're gaining knowledge.
Life advice. That's what
Exactly.
we're about here.
All right, guys, quick little recap. Mahomes, no interception Sunday morning, but early in the morning. Zay Flowers, 6 receptions. Saquon Barkley, 150 yards against my Raiders. Game goes under, probably way under. We got our backup quarterback starting this week. And then Baltimore money line. And then if you're feeling froggy, take those Raiders.
All right.
Take
I'm going for another 3-0 week with the Chargers, Rams, and Cleveland all to cover.
Yeah.
So actually, Rams are underdog. You can take the money line, so that gives you another boost.
Right.
So money line Rams, and then Chargers and Cleveland to cover.
Yeah.
Let's
I think that Cleveland is just like the one that's just like, I close my eyes and somebody said, hey, listen, blah, blah, blah. Someone's playing the Cardinals. No problem. Here's everything I have. Put it on it.
we'll see.
We'll see.
Cardiac Cardinals.
I like it. Once again, shout out to the homie. Appreciate it. It's a gem. I don't have my glasses. I also got a pair of Raider glasses that are bomb, but
Sunglasses.
yeah, but I just don't have them. But anyway, thank you.
Thank you.
And
Let's make some money.
let's have fun doing it.
Yeah, that's right.